Hello and namaste. So welcome back to our channel Axure Market. Today we will be demonstrating on how you can use our dynamic chart widget library. So we have received a lot of requests on sharing how you can or how someone can use this dynamic chart widget library and how they can manipulate the data to display. Okay, so let's get started. Without further ado, let me drag this vertical bar chart. So there are various charts available over here, and you can drag any of the chart that you would like to display in the in your wireframe or prototype. So there are two sections in each of those widget libraries. One is chart and another is settings. Okay, so there are maybe few others also, so we will explain each of them one by one. Okay, let's get started with this one. On this chart, so let's first start with the setting. So you can define the maximum value. So what is your maximum value for that chart to be displayed? So the maximum value, let's say 2800. I've updated that to 2800 and navigate back to chart, click on the repeater, and from the style pane you can manipulate your data. So here January is 200, December is 1800, right? So let me navigate and update this to 600, or maybe change this to 487. Yeah, okay, so let's preview this one and see if that will reflect properly or not. Okay, you see that? So that's 600, and then another one we had changed that to 487. So everything gets populated automatically based on the information or the data that you have provided. Okay. So that's on this one. You can change the highest value. There was 1800, so let me change that 1950. So let's change that to 2600. I think in the settings we had updated the maximum value to 2800. Okay, let's preview it again and see. Okay, so that's 2600 for the July, and you can see the bar gets automatically drawn for you based on the data that you have provided. Okay, so that's on this one vertical chart. So let me delete this one and drag another. So that's a vertical chart dual bar, so you will see two bars for each of the months over here. And again on this one, if you navigate to the outline, there is chart and then the settings. So maximum value 2500, let's make it 4500, and number of horizontal lines 6. Okay. Now let's navigate to the chart. Here are labels 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, that's the label. And from the style pane, once you click on this repeater, you will see label and then the two values over here. So what is the sale value, what is the visit value? If you want to highlight a specific month, then you can also highlight that one. Okay, so let's preview it. You can change the values over here, but make sure that you don't cross this maximum value, because that will create issues, because based on these settings we have written some logic on the objects or widgets, and that will draw automatically. Okay, so let's preview. So it is drawn over here. So maximum value we had updated was 4500, right? So now let's get back to this one and let's check the chart. This one, so make it let's say 4220, visit value 3400, something like that. And here you can see that May and August has the highlight marked as yes. So let me mark one as no and preview it, or let's just change it to something else. Highlight this one as yes and that one also as no. So highlighting means it will change the color to a different one. Okay, so you see that value, we had changed that value to 40 to 100, and then another is 3400. So it is drawn automatically. Since the highlight is marked as yes, instead of this color we have that color over here. Again, you can change those color. If you want to change the color on this one, so you can change that color. So we have the logic over here, right? And all these logic is written. But if you want to change the highlight color, just click on that one, style effects, right? And then the highlighted color, we have marked that is selected, and all the you can change that to red, orange, or whatever color you would like to. So that's how you can change the highlight color on this one. Okay, so that's on this one. It's similar for the horizontal bar chart and horizontal bar chart dual. So let's check one. Same story. For each of those, we have two. One is chart and another is settings. Maximum value, number of vertical lines. Chart, you can manipulate the value over here. Highlight yes or no, right? So let me make it visit value. What was the maximum number? Settings 2500 is the max number. Let's navigate to this one. Okay, so max number, let's make it 2400 and let's make it 2000, and again mark that as yes. Highlight, okay, check. So if you want to manipulate those values, you can always do that in this repeater, or if you want, you can have some input box somewhere and you can fill in those data over here, and then that can automatically manipulate. So it's up to you on how you can use that. See, so January, did we make that 20? Okay, let's check the value over there. That's maximum. It is a negative, so okay, that's fine. So that's on this one, and let me delete that. Now let's check something else. Pie chart 3D. Now let's navigate to the outline. So here you will see 1, 2, 3 a dynamic panel states. So display, so that's the display part. Chart data, what data value that you would like to, so those are the values, and then these are the slice names. Settings, so slice label, whether you want to show it in percentage, value, or none. So that's up to you. What is the height and what is the width, that you can define over here. So we have written a JavaScript code that will take those value to the Google chart library, and that will be displayed in the display section automatically, right? You see. So office, I believe we have used percentage in the setting, yes. So let's make it a value. Okay, preview it. So you see that the value 9284, and here you have seen that percentage. So you can change those value also. So that's the 3D one, and so we have another donut chart, and these are the static ones so that you can use. So let me just remove this one and try something else. So donut chart. Again, it's the same story. We have three states over here. Settings, whole size, that has to be in between 0.0 to 1.0. Width, height, slice label, again that's percentage, that's the chart data. Again, it's the same story, that you can have the input box somewhere on the page, and that can feed in those data to this repeater, and that will automatically update the chart. Okay, so let's preview that one. Oh, that's a nice one. So that's how it works. All the pie charts and donut charts, we are using Google Charts for that one, but we have written our own JavaScript, so you don't need to worry about that. You just update the values on the repeater and it will be done automatically. Okay, so that's about it on the how you can use our dynamic chart widget library. Okay, so from our website axuremarket.com you can find that one. So that's the library that we are talking about, dynamic chart Axure widget library. There's one more dynamic element Axure widget library, so please don't get confused with those ones. So this is the different one, and the one that we are talking about is different. So this will generate a dynamic data based on the dynamic chart based on the data that you have provided. So let's click on this one. That's the live preview. Live preview will only allow you to see the diagrams over there. Okay, so here we have also added the notes. Pie charts have been generated via Google Charts. So we have written codes that will take the data that we have entered into the repeater to Google Charts and then brings back the chart to be displayed on the page. So that we have done from our side. So these are the elements that you can expect over there. So we will be adding a few more in upcoming days, and we will keep you posted. So if you the one that will purchase the library will get notified whenever there is a new update. So that's all on how you can use the dynamic chart Axure widget library from Axure Market. Please feel free to ask questions if you will have any, and we will be happy to answer those. Thank you.